Welcome to the 1-Star Weak Foot Show, FIFA 21 edition, starring your host, 1-Star Weak Foot, and our review specialist, 1-Star Weak Foot. Bow! Good evening and welcome to the 1-Star Weak Foot Show, your one-stop shop for player reviews. I'm going to be your host today, 1-Star Weak Foot, and it makes me feel absolutely stupendous to see you back on the channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. As you guys know, we are back with our weekly icon review, and as you guys know, I like to focus on the mid-tier icons that a lot of people may be sleeping on. Today we're going to be reviewing a Mexican striker that's not named Hernandez. It's going to be Hugo Sanchez, and really the reason why I want to review this card is that he seems to fit the meta very well this year. Not only that, they have upgraded his composure, because last year his composure was in the 50s or the 60s. I'm not sure if that was a mistake by EA, but they've quietly gone and mitigated whatever his composure was last year. So guys, let us look at the card. He's 5'9". He has high medium work rates. He is left-footed. And one thing I failed to realize before I bought this card was that he had a three-star combination. We're gonna see if that's a deal breaker in game. As you guys see here, I played 4 games with him. I got 5 goals in Division Rivals. Before we go any further, if you're enjoying the content, if you want more content like this, do me a favor, hit the like button down below. And if you're new to the channel, please do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate all you guys at home for watching this video. And if you have any icon review requests, let me know in the comment section down below. So, when you look at this Sanchez card, I mean, like I said, he seems to fit the meta like a glove. I mean, a lot of that starts with his pace, which is 90, 89 acceleration, and 90 sprint speed. Just to make sure he was quick enough, the guy who I bought him from did throw a Hunter Chem style on him, and who am I to ruin a good thing? I kept it on him. That brings his pace up to around 98, 99. His shooting stats are absolutely tremendous. 91 finishing, 87 attack positioning, 86 shot power, and 86 long shots. Passing wise, he looks like a stud as well, with the 84 short passing, the 80 vision, the 84 curve. But the one caveat here is that he has 50 long passing, which of course is a horrendous stat to have. Dribbling wise, once again, he looks to fit the meta very well. Of course, the standout attribute here is the 82 composure. I mean, compare him to last year's card, who had 50-something composure, who was pretty much unusable because of that one stat. I'm very glad EA fixed that part. Physically, he looks solid as well. He has 85 jumping, 90 heading accuracy, which at 5'9" should allow him to win some headers. He has 70 strength, which means that he's not going to be bullied off the ball very easily. 75 stamina is not that great, but considering he will be a striker for most people, I don't anticipate that to be an issue at all. So, without further ado, we're going to jump into the gameplay. I'm going to take you over to our review specialist in the studios, 1-Star Weak Foot. Take it away. Thanks, 1-Star. So, according to Footbin, this Hugo Sanchez card is not cheap. He is costing you 680,000 coins on the PS4 market. Is he worth it? I would have to say not quite. I think he plays like a 400, 500,000 coin card in game. Of course, you get the icon links, but I still think that's around the price I would pay for him. For 680k, I do think you could do a lot better, but we're going to talk about this card. So first, we're going to talk about his pace. He has 90 pace, and this card genuinely felt very rapid on and off the ball. His runs in behind were menacing. A lot of that had to do with his pace. He got very good acceleration coming out of the L1 fake shot speed boost, and overall, I gotta give this guy's pace a 9.5 out of 10. He definitely plays up to his pace stats, and it's very, very dangerous to have on your team. Next, we are going to be talking about his shooting. I mean, of course, this is a very important stat, a very important group of stats for any striker on this game. And the number one thing I really noticed with this card was his attack positioning. He has 87 attack positioning, but forget about that. In game, it felt like he had 95. 99 attack positioning. I mean, some of the runs I saw this guy pull off were really insane. I mean, there were runs where he would go offside, onside, offside, onside, throw the defender off. Next thing you know, he got the ball, he's through on goal, and you already know he's sliding that thing home. That brings me to the next stat we're going to talk about, which is his finishing. It is 91. I boosted that to 99 with a Hunter Chem style in game. I mean, if you get it in the box, you could get it on his right foot, which is a 3-star weak foot. He's still gonna hit the back of the net. I mean, his finishing was incredibly clinical, and because he has the 86 long shots, you can finesse that thing from just outside the box. He's also gonna hit the back of the net. Overall, I gotta give this guy shooting a 9 out of 10. He is definitely very clinical. He's definitely weekend league approved, and I really enjoyed this aspect of the card. Next, we are going to be talking about his passing, and honestly, he was very good at linking up play. If you like a striker that could get other people involved, look no further. He has 80 vision, 84 short passing, 84 curve. So in and around the box, which is really the only areas you're going to be passing with this card, he was very reliable. His 50 long passing, of course, is very mediocre, but I did test a few over-the-top through balls with him. When he's in space, he can still hit them pretty decently. Overall, I gotta give this guy's passing a 7.5 out of 10. If it wasn't for the horrendous long passing, I would give him higher marks, but in and around the box, which is where you really need him to pass accurately, he will be able to do that well. Next, we will be talking about his dribbling. As you guys know, it is FIFA 21, where dribbling stats mean everything. And in-game, this guy feels incredibly smooth and responsive on the ball. And that's probably because he has 88s in both agility and balance. The way I could just move this card without really pressing any buttons, just left stick dribbling, was very nice. His L1 dribbling was even better. And if you want a striker that can create his own shot inside the box, outside the box, look no further. He keeps the opposition honest with his pace, so they can't really get too close to them. And if they do get too close to them, you can speed boost out of that very, very easily. His dribbling stat is 91, which means that in the box, he feels very sticky. He doesn't quite feel as sticky as a Neymar or an Mbappe, just a step below. His 82 composure means that even though you will be pressing him in the box as an opponent, he will still finish more chances than he'll miss. Overall, this guy's dribbling is an 8.5 out of 10. It is essential to how effective he is as a striker, and definitely I really enjoyed that part of this card. Finally, we'll be talking about his physical, and the first thing I noticed is that in the air, this guy's a beast. He's very similar to Griezmann, where they don't look that big in game, but all you gotta do is lob a cross up to him. He's gonna win that thing, and he's very dangerous in the air. I targeted him in corners. I targeted him when I was running down the wings, and he almost scored some headers for me. It's only a matter of time till he does. His 70 strength means that shielding-wise, he can ride a challenge. He's able to not get bullied in the box, which adds to the stickiness of his dribbling, but at the same time, don't use him as a target man striker. I mean, you're going to be wasting your time with that. His 75 stamina, I didn't really notice being an issue because I did set him to play striker. Overall, this guy's physical is a 7.5 out of 10. Alright guys, so what is the final verdict on this card? I think this card is a very, very good card. He has a lot of great attributes. Of course, his pace. His shooting inside the box is absolutely cracked. And his dribbling is very, very nice. Where I do think you kind of fall short with this card is the lack of skill moves, the lack of weak foot. I mean, having a 3-star combination on such an expensive card, no matter how good his finishing is always going to be a con. And if you're in foot champs and you need that goal in extra time to win you another rank, and you shoot on this guy's right foot and you miss it, you're gonna be kicking yourself for paying so much for this card. Overall though, I do think he's a great card. I will give him an 8.5 out of 10. If he's a little bit cheaper, or when he does drop to a cheaper price, I do recommend this card. If he could get past a 3-star weak foot, I think he's gonna be a tremendous buy. Alright guys, so that's going to be my Hugo Sanchez review. Hopefully you guys at home found it helpful, found it enjoyable, one or the other. Once again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you in the next episode. But until then,